Hi, welcome to video day 3. Today I am going to be talking about Disney, but I am not going to be covering everything today because Disney has been a huge part of my life for a really long time, so I'm not gonna we'd be here all day, and I want to do a max of like maybe 10 minutes each time. That's it. So we're gonna be starting today with my history with Disney, and then maybe possibly getting into the college program and about how I applied and that whole process as well. But again, today we're just going to be starting with like my history with Disney and all of that fun stuff. I'm also going to be kind of awkwardly pausing sometimes because I'm trying to get down the whole like cutting the video, and I will also be making a YouTube channel, which is something I'll talk about later. Okay, so Disney. I have always loved Disney. I've always been one of those girls who would go to the movie theater and see all the movies even after I was like past that age where it was appropriate. And I've always wanted to go and be a part of that magic. So when I was younger, we used to go every year, like literally every year. We would go. One time we went in September, which I would say was the best time to go as a guest, because there's nobody there. But that was, yeah, so we used to go a lot, and then we stopped going because we started going to Universal instead because we were getting older, and my parents were like, well, you're getting too old for some of this stuff, let's take you to a park where you can actually enjoy everything. So we went to Universal for quite a few years there, and we ended up going on all the like roller coasters and that kind of stuff, which was great. It was really great. We loved Universal, and we went there for quite a few years. So that was a lot of fun. But then my senior year of high school, I was like, I need to go back to Disney. Like, it has been so long. I love it so much and I miss it. So my dad and I went to Disney in my senior year of high school, and I got to meet Mickey again, and it was the first time I ever met talking Mickey, that I remember at least. And I walked in and he said, he just started talking, like he was with another family, but he started talking and I instantly started crying. And my dad was like just holding me, and I was like, I can't believe he's talking. That's my boss. Like, I want him to be my boss. I want to be with him. Like, I just cried like a baby. And we that night also watched the Main Street Electrical Parade for the first time, which is something that means a lot to me as well. And if you know anything about Disneyland, you know that it's coming back in August, and it's coming back until September. So needless to say, I will definitely be going, and hopefully my parents will visit during that time. My dad and I are already talking about that, which would be really cool too, so he could see it with me again, because that's what reignited my flame and my love for Disney. So my senior year of high school, and then ever since then, I've been making my parents take me back to Disney, because I love it. And we go to Disney and Universal, except for 2017 when I did the Disney College program. I don't know if I'm going to get into this today because it's going to take me a lot, but I will talk a little bit about why I decided to apply for it, because that was something that was not part of my plan, but it became part of my plan. So I'll explain that in the next section. Okay, so what happened was I was told all throughout college that I would be on a 4-year plan, and I would graduate in time on 4 years. On time in 4 years. And so my whole college career had been planning to graduate in 4 years. And then my junior year, so 2016 to 2017, I looked at my AAR, which is my advisement report for those of you who do not go to Whitewater or have different processes. Basically, it just told me how many classes I needed to take to graduate. And I had been talking to all 4 of my advisors, because I did not just have 1 or 2. I had 4 people who had no idea what they were doing. So, and they had no idea how the different ones worked. Even the theater and dance major, like my theater and dance supervisors did not know or talk to each other at all. So it was kind of a mess with that. And then So I met with my advisors, and they were all, like I said, they all said I would be done in 4 years, and I went to my AAR my junior year, and I was looking at the things, and I was like, there is no fucking way, excuse my language, but there is no way I'm graduating in 4 years. So I had like a little bit of a breakdown, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, do I even want to still become a teacher? Like, do I want to do this? At this point, I had already switched my major from theater education to English education, and I like kept my theater and dance minors, but I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I had heard about something called the Disney College program, where you could go and work for Mickey Mouse for a semester and get credit for it. And I was like, I'm just gonna apply. And I looked into it, and I applied without telling anybody, because why would I tell anybody about this huge life-changing decision? So I applied, and like I did actually mention it to a few people, but I said keep it very down low, because I like literally did not tell my family, and I did not tell Aiden either. And that's another whole thing, and that's part of, well, we'll get there. Or maybe we won't, I don't know. But anyway, so I did not tell anybody that I applied, and it slipped out to a few people because I, within a 2-week span, had done all of the interview process. So the day I applied, they sent me a link for the online application, which is like a different part. So like you apply, and then you do the online like kind of quiz thing, and then you do the they set you up for a phone interview, and the phone interview was a week after I applied. So the whole process took less than 2 weeks, which is unusual. For most people I know, it took them a few more days, like a lot longer than that. And I also found out like a week after that. So my whole process was less than 3 weeks, which is a lot less than other people, and it was my first time applying, so it was absolutely crazy that I got accepted. And like during the process, they ask you what you want your role to be, and my dream role, of course, was character performer, because obviously. My next was character attendant, and then I had Cedar, which is what I ended up getting, and then I had merchandise, and I can't remember my 5th one, but they talk to you in your interview about all of your options and all of your history, like, oh, why are you qualified for this one? Why are you qualified for that one? And I did ask a few of my friends who had done it before, so shout out to Katie, shout out to Liz, shout out to my GG big Brittany, like a whole bunch of people I knew that have done it. And I asked a bunch of them for tips and tricks about this interview. And at this point, obviously, I told everybody about it. But yeah, and then I was sitting on Katie's stairs one Friday night with Amy, and it was me, Katie, and Amy sitting on the stairs, and I got my acceptance email. And I literally cried like a baby, because I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Because at this point, I did tell everybody except my family. So my family did not know that I had applied, and I realized when I was sitting on those stairs how badly I wanted to go and how much I wanted to do it. So yeah, and that's I think where we're gonna stop today, because I don't want to get into that whole conversation too. So yeah, if you have any questions, again, put them in the space below. Ask a question, make a comment, talk to me. What else do you want to hear about Disney? I mean, obviously this is just part of the story. I have to tell you all about my parents' reactions and then the actual trip out there and all of that. But yeah, I think that I really like doing this. So if you like it too, please comment. If you made it this far, please comment so I know that you're actually watching it. And ask me questions. Feel free to leave a comment about what you want to talk about, what you want me to talk about next time. I'll be doing more polls, and I will probably be making a YouTube channel, because cutting all these videos is kind of a pain in the ass. So anyway, thanks again for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.